Hello, the Brew Crew, and welcome to a new stream here with Arsenal, my Arsenal series here, Season 6, and let's just see if it pops up soon. It's weird, it says 3 minutes, oh, might just take a while. Okay, there we are, it's up now, and we are ready for the stream here. So yeah, I decided to stream today. I have worked on my essay or my paper or whatever. I wrote a lot, like 14 pages or whatever. I'm supposed to tomorrow make like a first edition or first version of the, or it's not said that you supposed to make a first version, but I'm going to do it anyway just because getting a lot of inputs and such. So I've written a lot about that, but oh well, let's just so yeah, I hope it will go good. And I thought, why I'm probably still not going to record any episode or anything other, because I have already recorded everything that that's going to come up, except of course this what's called it, this yeah, streams here. So I decided just to do this because it would be a fun thing, and as well we have not gone that far in the season. It looks pretty decent so far. 5 victories, 1 draw there. So we meet Southampton today. So yeah, we will just chill out here and see how it will work. It is in Midhat. Yeah, okay. I guess she is our new physio there. Good for her. So yeah, I just played through anyway up to here, and yeah, played a friendly against Aston Villa just because it was pretty long between the Chelsea match there and then we'll not see. We have a lot of matches here. We will see how far we will get. I don't want to spoil anything about the TheEspressoCat, but that series might change a little bit or whatever. Now, I will not say anything else, even if no one is in here really watching the stream so far, but I don't want to say too much. And I don't know. I'm a little bit indifferent to this series. It's not, I think it's nice and cool, but I don't know. I like to play realistic as well, and this series is not that realistic really. I'm the TheEspressoCat. I mean, yes, I had to fight through to actually keep me in Arsenal, but I like rather, if I'm going to play or manage a top team or whatever, a Premier League team or Serie A team, to be some sort of former player. I did do a series just yeah, I just wrote it, but it was with what to call it, with Milan and Napoli, where I did take the role of Cafu. So yeah, I don't know, but I think we will still, because I still like this save. So, but we will see if my motivation goes down for this. But so far, at least 1-2, and we have of course a lot of players that I want to bring in. That's very, very good youth players. So yeah, we might give them a chance now and again. And as well, I was looking a little bit, I will not have any audio on, but I was looking at Stoke Crystal Palace, a really important match. This is a draw so far. 30,000 people on this match. I got to see the tendency there, so yeah. So I guess we'll see how long I might stream this. It's called afternoon now, so I might stream for like 3 hours or 2 hours. We will see. And Wilson here as well. Yeah, I believe since Southampton is a little bit iffy or not that great. Marcelo, I forgot to go through this. Butland, Klein, Wilson, De Glick, Cypern, Fabregas, Ramsey. We have Keane and Mayoral and Balotelli. I'm not sure if it would be the best, but I think after this match we have the Champions League, so that's also why I think we should I think we should rest some players and all. Oh, a goal score here, and it's Moussa Keane. Balotelli's with the assist there. It's surprising to see Balotelli with the assist. Fabregas, Balotelli, oh. Heads it down to Moussa Keane that just can score it there, and 19 points. So I would really like if we managed to at least get 3rd place or something like that, and as I said before, get to like quarterfinal, all the cups, maybe win Carabao Cups and all that. I guess I will see. It might be the might still struggle not to win any matches, or I've gotten sacked from so many clubs. Sometimes I just wonder what I'm doing wrong. So I don't know. I'm still not superb at this game, so yeah, but would be fun, like the Glick and what is it, Wilson here, getting the youth players, our own projects, a chance. And I mean, it's not like if it goes bad, it's almost more if it goes too good, whatever, or winning title after title. I do not mind, because we still have a sort of what is it called, youth rotation, or yeah, we need to get many younger players in here. So yeah, I guess we will just see. 70 points. We are 3rd with that, but it's not great to just have a draw against Southampton. We've done it decently though. Marcelo has not done it great, but oh well. Nathan Klein, or I think we get Gomez in instead of Nathan Klein, and then Wheelchair maybe, or Mayoral has not been great. Cotrone, Manning, Wheelchair I think we will bring in here. Hopefully create something more in the second half here. And I'm not sure really if it's the best time, as I said before, really to record, but well, I will anyway do it right now, because I don't want to do it at the night, because I feel most of the time, or also Mom and Dad goes to sleep pretty early as well, or yeah, every day you're going to just, oh, you can't go to bed. I might actually do more evening streams once I move out or whatever. I guess we'll see. Cyprens, Wilson has not done it that bad. Gomez, Fabregas, Gomez, Cyprel, Wheelchair, Fabregas, Balotelli, Mayoral, ooh, Hotman. And the corner here, Cyprel, Lamina, Guarin. Oh, I don't like him. Majoral up through here to Balotelli. Musakin, can Balotelli get the ball here? Where now? Free kick, okay. Shelly might get a yellow card here. Yeah, he gets one yellow card at least. Musakin, and it is a penalty for Balotelli. We've not been superb here, but we are good after all. And it, of course it's going to be Balotelli that takes the penalty. And he's solid at penalties. I was not worried at all. So let's see here. Balotelli, Majoral. I might get Musakin out. Alex Thomas. I mean, he will still only play about 30 minutes, so it's no worries really. They are sort of similar, Musakin and what's called Alex Thomas in ability, even if Alex Thomas is my first choice. Majoral has not done that great, but I will at least let Balotelli play the full match here. I'm not sure if he will play it so much in Champions League. Wilson solid, the best defender in this game. That's nice to see. And we are now third with 19 points. 3 points before Liverpool. And 2 points up to Manchester United and Manchester City. And I believe at least... might check, I can't remember, but I feel like some of these are still, they have not lost a single game in the league. We have basically here just done our job. We have not been superb, but we have just done our job. And that's good enough sometimes. Gomez. Tip or whatever it's called. No, great. Oh, Butland saves it. Okay, very nice. We're at least. Oh no, free kick. I'm not confident whatsoever. I wonder if Zidane is like this, just ooh. Especially when it went so bad in autumn, when actually Real was like 5th and 6th and all. It was like, oh no. Okay, nicely. Craig Armstrong playing from the start again. I mean, we could have still started with our first team because it's not seeing champion. I don't know how they managed. I guess they got third or whatever. Might check. Do they have any players that I know of? Probably not, because I don't even. Okay, Mudu Dembele is the only one. And we had played two Champions League matches. So we probably will play with our first choices here. Gil, Lunjo, Coquelin, Milinkovic, Emerson, no. I guess Gomez then. Or should go. He's right. I don't know. I don't know. Let's play that position then. Chris Cotrone probably from start here. Alex Thomas, Mahrez. I think Mahrez might in the real life as well leave Leicester or be left for China, but I think he might leave for a bigger club in the summer, so that would be very interesting to see what is going to happen there. De Graaf. Who else? Jack Wilshere, Calvin, maybe. Okay, Calvin. Or he's done pretty good. So Tom, Calvin, Chris, Jack Wilshere, Patrick Roberts, and then we will see who is fit enough to sit on the bench. Sit on the bench like it is really difficult or tough to sit on the bench. Okay, let's see. What is it in the match there? It's still a draw, just one. Morris. Eddie Morris sports site. Why do they sign so many? Is it just Wenger that signs like every single coaching staff here or whatever? I mean, we don't need every single player in or every single staff in the whole wild world. I guess I might check. I can't remember when my contract is going out. 2025, so that's 3 years. And how old is my manager? Okay, 30 years old, so we have to wait to see. Yeah, I'm just thinking because I want to get own son, or I might even wait for my manager to be like 36, because I feel like it would make more sense, because then my manager will be like 20 when she was pregnant. It would be weird if she's 16, or I guess it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't matter really. Okay, Jay Evans. Where do I have Butland? and then Dicklick. Or should be, we might. I don't know. I feel like Jay Wilson has still done it good, so I might actually start him here. And yeah, if no one's watching this, I'm still going to upload it to YouTube or whatever, so someone can watch it later on as such. Nancy, 4th in the group. Oh yeah, we were going to check in the league where what to call it, if City and United, yes, they are undefeated. 8 straight victories in the league. Alex Thomas, 4 stars as well. The ball into box and close down much more. And we are ready. Okay, it's still October, so we'll see. I don't know. We're still signed for so much money, so we might not even do any signings or whatever. I guess we will see in the transfer window if what we will do. Ball winning. Gomez, okay, play him as a wing back there, and then Alex Thomas is a winger. Maris supporting. Yeah, hopefully it will be no problem, because this is after all non-C. Would be disappointing if we lose this match. It's a team that's not even played in Champions League. I don't know if they've ever played in Champions League in real life. So yeah, I hope everything is good with you and such, but yeah. So I'm just mostly working on this. I thought just a little bit break from that, and yeah, sometimes you have to do, or it's not like it isn't fun to write the essay because it's an interesting subject and such, but sometimes you just have to chill out and have a little bit resting and not just work. Or I don't know, it's not like work, it's still fun, but it's just like you have to do both. Milinkovic, ooh, pretty close there, scoring a goal there. Coquelin, De Graaf, Maris scores. Remco De Graaf. I don't know. I'm thinking if I should do this, make this just a normal save, or I don't know. It's kind of both, because sure, in some ways it would be maybe good, because, but in other ways editing and all that shenanigans and such, and then making, or I make the thumbnail for this series as well, but yeah, take a lot of planning into that. I might just think of what I will do for the summer and such, even if my initial thought was to do the EspressoCats, try to get them up all the way to Premier League, but I'm not sure now. I have to think what I want to do for the summer, and as well if I get the summer job and such. I have applied for some of have done some spontaneous what's it called, require, or where I just asked different places where they might need archivist, and if I would get the job there or such, or if they just wanna. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm looking a little bit also on just this summer job, whatever it is, being in a small shop or whatever, 7-Eleven, or yeah, something like that. Because I really would like to get a summer job so I can earn some money as well. And the summer, after all, it's pretty long time, so I'm just hoping for, you never know, but hoping for the best. Well, this was not that impressive. Let's get Calvin in then. See if he can do it. We're dominating the stats, but we are not scoring any single goal whatsoever. Or we scored one goal, but still not great. Maris for Roberts. Coquelin, Maris, Alex Thomas, Kelvin. Ooh. It's a little bit bad that we have not even had that many shots on target. Oh well, we are still leading the table for Milan. Can we? No, Okay, still we just won. A little bit disappointing still. That we are not doing better or whatever. This match. Gomez, Kelvin. But after all, 3 points is 3 points. We are dominating the match here, even more so than we did against Southampton. They might just park the bus, that might be the issue here. So, yeah, they're playing real defensive. Okay, it's a penalty actually. I don't know if it was a hands or what it was. But it's a penalty for Remco de Graaf. And he scores. Okay, 2-0, very nice. Very cool. So our new player really performing well here. Some of the players are a little bit tired, so might need a rest for the match in the league here, upcoming. It will be interesting. Yeah, so far we haven't, or I at least believe we haven't met Milan, or have we? I can't remember now. We might have already played a match, but it was a while since I played this Arsenal series, since I've been so busy recent weeks. So yeah. It's a little bit, well, of course, a little bit difficult with motivation also in this bigger team. So I have sort of goals for myself to get as many own projects as possible into the youth team. So even if a player might be a little or not as good as another player, I might still go for the own project, at least if it's decent enough for the first team. So Remco, player of the match. Barcelona wants him. Okay, if you pay me 100 million, I would consider it, but not elsewhere. Who is manager in Barcelona? Valverde still. It's just so weird in real life. He's so criticized in real life. I don't understand. They are still undefeated. They might lose against in El Clasico, which I think was this weekend. So yeah, but I still feel like it's kind of weird that you are criticized when you're undefeated in the league. I guess they did not want good in the Champions League and not always played superb, but still I feel like Salts is a little bit like Real Madrid was for some seasons ago. That even if Ancelotti, and I believe what Capella as well, did play really, or did win titles, it wasn't just enough. They had to play pretty as well. So very well. Wolves. Fjord. Yeah, I might sell Mosakin. Jimmy Fjord is definitely stepping on the, even if he's more, what's it called, more technical here. What does this, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit lesser, but still bad. And he's 20 years old, so I need to give him soon a chance. But also I want to get money from Mosakin after all. I don't want to sell him for nothing. Mutually 3 matches for Juventus. Lelko might get him in next season. Yeah, I believe it's not though. No, he isn't. Abraham Mohammed isn't either, but yeah, I guess we'll see, or might sell some of the players as well. Like I believe I sold one of the Sosa I sold to Bournemouth, so yeah, probably not all of them are going to be first teamer or player for the first team, so yeah, I might sell them and just make a profit. Whatever. And Norwich, where is Norwich in the league? This is a away match. Norwich is near the bottom. And then we have Wolves. Let's not see again. Oh yeah, we won against Milan at home. Okay, Butland might make some small changes here. Just for the I am playing with the same formation or same tactic, both away and home, and as you can see, Jay Wilson, yeah, 4th only, but I mean, why not? Give us as much game time as possible. Emerson has not played that much, so might give him a little bit game time there. Milinkovic, the Glick. I don't want to lose points either. Might get Jay Wilson on the bench though. Cotrone, he's still performing that good, so I don't see the reason why we should drop him still. Still scores 6 goals, and no other player is really near him there. Bochamaya, unfortunately Chris Manning has not been as good this season as he was last season. And Mosakin on the bench. Yeah, I know he's superb, but he's not scored any goals or anything whatsoever so far, so Mara still 2 goals though. Patrick Roberts on the bench though. And in the central midfield, Chom Davis, I'm expecting more of him. He's not really done anything either. I want to see more from Kelvin as well. I will start him here. And lastly, we have a right back, Joe Gomez or Nathan Klein. Nathan Klein has done it pretty good, but I feel like Joe Gomez is better defensively. And Nacho is still on the... is still our only... what to call it? Our only injured player. So it's pretty good with us not having any injured players. Marcelo... Longo. I might get Marcelo in. And then lastly, Cockle. Oh... I don't have that many players here. Ramsey, I guess. Wish we could have more players on the bench. Oh, Crystal Palace won. That was interesting. So I think Crystal Palace might have secured contract, and Stoke is probably... I don't know even if they have chance now really to... of course. Oh well, it could have been worse, just one injury. I mean, we have such a wide squad, so it's almost like kind of good, sort of. Because I don't like I said before, I don't know how I'm going to keep every single player here happy or whatever, so yeah, there might be a small issue there. So I hope at least it will work with the same tactic. The only thing that is the issue is that, yeah, I kind of don't like to play one striker up top, but yeah, I don't know really. Feel like this is the best tactics for, or it's more stable. Don't just see that many goals and such, so we might not be as good offensively, but we are more solid. Don't concede that many goals. And I feel like if I two at the back, we are, or two in midfield, central midfield, we are sort of too exposed in midfield, where you're just going to overrun all the time. Sadly, if the wingers is not giving their support, we are sort of not great offensively either. Deep lying, box to box, and click as a ball winning. Milinkovic. So it's just standard there and attacking on him. Emerson. Juventus is leading the league, and after not being great last season, they're really struggling. Or was it last season? Maybe the season before that, but oh well. Yeah, hopefully we can continue this run and win matches in the league as well, because I want to I don't know if title is realistic or not. We have a good team, but I don't know. I feel like the Manchester team might actually have a little bit better players, or yeah, more star quality players. It's not like we have a bad team, but I feel like we might not have that many world-class stars. Ooh, Kelvin. I'm expecting more offensively, or them to create more points or whatever, because none of our central midfielders really done it either before. I guess Remco Graf is the only exception to that rule, because elsewhere, Wiltshire, okay, they scored some goals in the earlier season, but elsewhere they have not really scored that many goals, so kind of disappointed in that sense. I feel like we could, if we could get them to be a little bit more involved there. Oh, Alex Thomas, he is definitely an offensive output here. The Graf, the Glick, the Netherlandish or Dutch partnership there, I guess. And yeah, I think both of them are actually seen as own projects, even if they both were brought in like when they were 18 years old. Since they got just right in the first squad, they are still considered trained at the club. Since the age, I believe that's 18 to 21 or whatever. We are dominating, but we are not taking our chances. So I don't control. Alex Thomas. Might get keen in more checking on the wingers here. Emerson and Marcelo. Changes on the left wing there. Okay, and the next match will be West. Is it West Ham? Oh, you get to see the highlights. So, or is this the match to come? I don't know. Swansea Bournemouth, really important match there. Oh, I almost forgot. It's Milan Verona as well, so might be a long stream actually, because I'm probably going to watch that match also, even if it's a little bit. I feel like Milan has not too much to play for. Ooh, Marcelo! Surprising, he's 35 years old. I'm sorry about all the noises outside. He's 5 years old and still contributes. Great cross here into Cotrone, and 1-0. We're leading. Almost like Mourinho in the recent match. His teams, where I guess we have dominated the stats and all, but we still sort of winning, but not being that impressive, or a little bit like Zidane. I mean, we could be better defensively and offensively, or defensively we're pretty solid, I should say. Okay, Kelvin. I was hoping more for Kelvin to be a little more exposing, or a little bit more is contributing. It's not been a superb signing so far. West Bromwich, I wonder what this match is. West Bromwich Tottenham it is. Mosakin, Cotrone, Radu. That's the Romanian. Oh, they have a new manager. West Bromwich, there are more, and he has 2 victories and 2 draws. I mean, I think they don't even have a chance to still. They're already relegated, but it's kind of impressive for being so terrible in the beginning. And then winning to Manchester United, for example. That's just insane. And yeah, they won against Liverpool. Or no, they got a draw against Liverpool there. And then they won against Newcastle. Away as well. That was even more impressive. So well, we won this match, very nice here, and how did it go for the Arsenal clubs? Manchester United won 6-1, and City lost against Huddersfield. Oh man, so the only victorious teams of our that's not lost the match is Manchester United then. 27 points. They should lose soon though. The graph. Oh, he's just a world-class player. Again, this player. I don't know, I feel like Barcelona will anyway get him, whatever I do. Or he will force himself out. I'm a little bit worried about that. He will force himself out and just, no, I don't want to play here anymore. Will not even matter that I want to have him here still. I need to get some water, so well, let's rest the players here. But then we play the Wolves match. I don't know if I should do. Maybe I should do some shiny hunting or whatever. Checking. I might also work a little bit on the essay. I don't know why I'm saying it here, since no one is really interested in that. Whatever. But yeah, I might just do that then. But I'll probably at least play through October here, maybe even November, because I always like to play through a lot of matches and be able to do a lot of stuff here as well. So let's see here, we are Wolves. Okay, very nice. Let's see, who are we going to? Bremco again. Or no, we have the Champions League after all. We should probably rest some of the guys here. Butland starting in every match. The league. I'm going to get Wilson in. Who is our third choice here? Is the Glick? Okay. Klein, I might start there, and Emerson again, and then him on the bench. Chris Manning, I'm probably going to start with here. He's not played too much recently. Boy Charal. Get Patrick Roberts from start. I want Balotelli though also. I think we might get Balotelli and then Majoral there. Mosakin, it's weird that Mosakin is just a backup or whatever. Fabregas has done it pretty good though. Oh, it's a we. I don't know. I guess Jack Wilshere. And I don't know, Kelvin really. Okay, I think I was Fabregas and then Cyprian, and then lastly, Joe Gomez has played pretty much, so he can still sit on the bench. So De Glick, and then Milinkovic will rest here. Remco on the bench, and then Maris on the bench as well. So I just have to take a little bit of water and I'll be right back soon. It would be fun if I can play like 10 seasons or something like that, but I don't know. Yes, we'll see. I would just like to win Premier League, and would be fun if we win a title this year, even if I feel like it's too much to expect. I mean, we could win Europa League, but then we have to get third in Champions League. I don't know. know if we really want that. So yeah, Carwell Cup we could go through, whatever. We are still in that. Doncaster, and then third round in the FA Cup, of course. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, we have to have a little bit luck with the draw and all that shenanigans. You never know really what was going to happen. I might actually close the window. It's just so annoying with these freaking stupid kids. They always are really annoying. So. There we go. And then we have Wolves. So if we win this match and Manchester City draw, we could possibly go before them. So for a little bit of a not superb match so far. I guess we are resting some of the guys, so it would not even surprise me if I lose points here. Seekers some Asoro, Jovan Asoro, Besaudi, Dean Conti. I need to create a little bit more chances for me to be really happy about this. Ah, Mosakin is injured. And unfortunately I don't have a left winger. Can Roberts play here? I feel like he can't really. Might be our only choice really. I mean, sure, Mosakin was mostly as a substitution for me, but I still don't want him to be injured. I guess that makes sense that we would get some injuries eventually. We have been almost far too lucky with the injuries so far. So yeah. Can we create something here? Hopefully Roberts, Balotelli scored like 3 goals in 4 matches or something like that, so hopefully he can keep it up. And let's see here. Would be really disappointing to lose points here, but sometimes stuff like that happens. We might actually get in Manning here instead, or Majoral. I feel like Majoral might be on fire. I don't know why, but I just got a feeling. And when he actually plays as a striker, not in his non-preferred role as a right winger there. Emerson goes through here. Bertrand. It's noticed that Roberts is not comfortable in that sort of position as a left winger really. Fabregas, I still kind of impressed that he does so good, even if he's kind of, I mean, he shouldn't be able to with the high tempo in Premier League and such, but it seems like it doesn't really matter too much. I will get Emerson out and get Longo in instead, so might sadly just be a draw here. But they are close down or up here. Tunis is pretty good here, and it's been a pretty even match, so I mean, a draw is kind of not unfair here. I was hoping that we could almost win the position by a little bit more than 51-49. No, I don't want to lose here a point either. So, Junk, Natchez, Conti, Besodi, Conti, Klein, Bertrand, Nadis, Lungo, Robert, Lungo, Mayoral. Ugh, Ripley is before and there. And sadly, it seems like we are going to lose some points here. If Maris doesn't go through here, Maris to Roberts, and he scores! Roberts on the wrong side there on the left wing, but he still scores, so that's nice to see. Yeah, I don't know. we're really playing like Real Madrid. Yeah. We're dominating some matches, but still just winning with 1-0. Not even playing especially good, or at least not having the effectivity. I feel that Nancy match was a little bit like Bayern against Real Madrid. They had so many chances, Bayern München, but still they did not win, so that was kind of insane. I will get that down, because it seems like I have a little bit struggle with the live feature here. So very nice, and late goal and 3 points. Fabregas, Wilshire, and we take the 3 points today as well, even if I feel like a draw would have actually made more sense or whatever. It would have been more fair. Okay, 3 to 4 weeks. So well, not too much we can do about that. Rest some of the players here, even if I'm probably pretty sure that not too many of these are going to really start the Champions League match. Even if it is not C, I still want to take the points, because if we would lose points, it still would not be great, because then probably Milan can go through us, and it would be better to actually win the group stage is the first spot there, and not need to meet like Barcelona or some really tough team. So rest some players here. Alex Thomas, I don't know really with Alex Thomas now. Oh, we might get Ivanov then in on the right midfield. I mean, he did pretty good in the other match there. Milinkovic, Joe Gomez, Coquelin, Tom Davis, Remco, Borja Mayoral, Kelvin on the bench. I'm just so excited as well to get all this youth intake or whatever every season, but it's a little bit long wait, just that's the only thing. And I think we can't really do any improvements either, sadly. Training facility. Let's gonna notice. Okay, very nice. Facility, so they're going to improve that, because I believe our training facility went down. Might be because of a reputation, or I don't really know. To be fair, what else can we do? Increase wage, but increase. No. I don't know why I can't build a new stadium or anything, because we have a full stadium, or we have sold out in some matches, but I don't really know, because it doesn't even it is not even an option, so I don't know if it maxed out, or I guess building a new stadium might still be expensive, and yeah, we still don't have too much money in the bank there. It could have even be a little bit better. Who will we play as a right back? I might still get Nathan Klein. I mean, he's solid. He might not be the best player ever, but he's just solid. This is the main reason we're playing him. Yeah, and feel free, if you're watching this on replay, to say if I should make this a full just series, or if we should just, or if I should just continue this as a stream series. I don't really know by myself either, really. Okay, 16 player liked me. That's well suited. Whatever to say. Fabregas, I love you. 35 years old. Still so good. It's probably going to 33,500. I mean, its fitness is all. His natural fitness is pretty good, but elsewhere it's not superb by any means. Sean on the bench. Kelvin. Wheelchair. Chris Manning. Or should we? Can it play both on the right and left or not? Okay, I can play both, so I might actually get Maris on the bench still. If he can play all the... Or should I feel like I should give Chris Manning more matches, so... I mean, Kelvin has been pretty poor, so I would drop him. Expecting more by him, I don't know. I need to check here. How much did we pay to sign him? I feel we're... okay, 16. But it's, or 17 almost million euros. But I still expect more of him. When he's like at least our third best central midfielder. Thomas Stacey, only 17 years old, pretty all around good, so he might be like a good box-to-box midfielder later on. Surprising, Balotelli is going up on his training stats. That's surprising. At least for me. And then Lungo still improving, so that's very good to see you, the Colombian. Still a very young player there. I feel like in every Football Manager, or at least when I played, Stoke is just doing brilliantly. I don't know if they ever get like promote or what it's called, relegated. So it's kind of insane. Matter and Hull, as you can see, they're 6th. I believe they have some rich owner, but still kind of impressive still, I guess. And yeah, of course, Manchester United is still top. Nacho can get in here, but I'm probably not going to let him get in here because he is still injured there. So Ivanov and Thomas as winger, and then Cotrona up top there. Coquelin as a defensive midfielder. Davis, Milinkovic, Klein, and Longo. And now, of course, it's music in the background instead. Well, hopefully continue the form or continue to win matches, even if I like to see a little bit better performances, so to say. I feel like we should be able to just bump some team and actually score more goals, but maybe it's just by playing one single striker. Maybe it's not that effective, and we lose a little bit offensively. But I mean, I don't mind being more solid defensively, so it's sort of, I feel like we are more complete team when we actually can be a good defensive and and not just concede, because when we played or started with some other tactics with like 4-4-2, I feel like we were wide open and we could concede a goal like every single match. Oh, Remco, I mean, he's just superb. I'm just worried that we will lose him to Barcelona or Real Madrid, because after, well, they're probably going to want to just like Berg, or at least if we not are going to win the, or not going to go to Champions League, but hopefully it should not be a problem to at least go to Champions League. 7-1 in shots of our 8-1-8. Okay, now we played what is it? 4 matches with 2 left. Okay, Leipzig can still, no, now they can't go before us if they just take 3 points. So if that is true, both are not, no, not Milan, but actually us are going to go through it. Cotrone, ooh, I don't know how many matches in a row we have like with 1-0 victories or 1-goal victory. Kind of insane. Regista for Fabregas here. Feel like he's done pretty good. Ivanov. Okay, but I will get Manning in actually, because especially if you have a striker, they have to really take their chances. That is at least what I feel. So yeah, 31 still. I guess it's nice to see that we're dominating the stats and all, but more goals, please. Scoring more goals. I feel like in some matches the opponent might be, or at least if we meet like Manchester City or maybe like Chelsea, even if we're dominating here, we're still. This is the worst thing that could happen. Now we have both left wingers out. I guess Mahrez can play there, but it's not his preferred position. Now it's good that we actually had a wide squad. Yes. So, well, we will do our best with what we have here. Gomez? Oh, no. And now they were countering a goal. Oh, he doesn't get that much support there. Laval. Ivanov. Oh! He tried to score by himself there. That was insane. If we would have been able to do that. It's kind of impressively bad, or whatever to say. Then we are. It seems like we are just going to win these two matches with like one goal, both of the matches. I guess we are solid defensively, but I was hoping for more, for sure. It's not like it was in Europa League where we were the top scoring team of the full tournament. Klein, Davis, Ivanov. Ivanov goes through and Ivanov scores. He really shows me here that he should get more game time, even if it's just one loan. And I mean, why not? If we get injuries on left wingers or all the wingers, we might actually need to. He might need to get in actually. Lungo. Ooh, Livec. So, 5 points now, so it seems like it's not going to be secured, but it looks good. We have 4 points to the nearest team there, Milan. 3 to 6 weeks. I don't know how many man of the match he has now. I feel like he has insane amount of those. Okay, I was exaggerating. Only 4, but still. Or I guess we could see how many matches he's played. He's played 9, so it's still pretty good to have 4 out of 9 from start. I mean, we will get more money as well if we finish or if we go long in Champions League or finish very high in the league. So definitely something good for the economics stats as well, because I feel like it's not like we are in debt or anything, but it's really, I mean, the overall balance could, we could have more money in the bank, let's just say that. And that graph doesn't look that great. We were somewhere here, we were like 300,000. I guess it is after all like spending sort of a lot amount of wages and on transfer and such. No, don't postpone. I know it's probably not for the best, but I mean, it was still just 2 players or whatever that was on national duties. I don't feel like it's such a big difference or whatever, and I don't want, because I know if I let that match or let them postpone that match, it's going to be even more matches in closer or more matches later on. Pretty tight schedule, and it is already pretty tight in in the what to call it, in Premier League already, in real life and in Football Manager. I guess I could say one thing about the TheEspressoCats, which I thought was insane. We played what's called New Year's Eve. I played a match in the Vanarama National, and then in New Year's Day, that is the 1st of January, we played another match in the league. No rest whatsoever. I thought the game had just gone bananas. It was like, really? No rest at all. It should be like at least the 2nd or the 3rd of January, but no, that was not the point. It was just so I had to like rest a lot of players, even if I didn't want, or I just had to, because yeah, and the fitness is, I mean, in Premier League you sort of could take to play 2 matches in a row, but not in the non-league really. Stoke are 10th. Remco we start with here. Probably get Wilson still. The Gleek. Rotate a little bit here, and Longo is a little bit tired, so Emerson, Joe Gomez, Tom Davis, Kelvin. Only 2 assists from me so far. I'm expecting more from you. Chris Manning, only 2 matches. No one has really been good here. Borja. Who is now is the question. Who does they say is our second? Borja Mayoral. Can he even play there? It was sort of insane to say that he is the 3rd best winger. I mean, I feel like Patrick Roberts and Maris might be better. At least put Ivanov on the bench since he was so good. I don't know. I just don't feel like we are going to get him to our teams. I don't want him to get better. Since he is a Liverpool project and Liverpool is our antagonist. I'm just trying to do everything not to develop him as good as he is already a really good player, but I'm trying to not make him even better by not playing him. It might be a weird reason, but oh well. That's not okay. Majoral can actually play on the wing there. I guess we will check how that will work. It might not at all work, but it will be interesting to see. Just Wilshire. I want Cyprenal has done pretty good, and I mean Coquelin. He gets his matches now and then, but I don't feel like he's that good that he should play every match. Nathan Klein on the bench. I mean, he's done pretty solid. And I like to get Chris Manning some more game time, but I don't know. He's not really shown me. It's been sort of a disappointment, sadly, this year. Okay, I might actually get Milenkovic in here. Oh no, that was not the greatest. Now I don't even have. Okay, I guess we will get the striker in Cotrone at least. And Stoke. Anthony Lawford, he's pretty good as well. Could be a good player, I don't know. He has great speed though, so he might be a new, let's call it Bellerin, English Bellerin. That's a weird comparison, but well. Jay Wilson is in the under 20th. Doncaster, oh, I saw now. I thought it wasn't that many players. It just said that, oh, this 4 players or whatever is on national duty, but now it seems it's this 17 players. I don't know why it did not say then there was 70 players that are going to be not available for the Doncaster game there in the Carabao Cup. So that is really confusing to me. But keep the performance going and rolling, and Stoke in the middle of the table, so definitely be interesting. Then Doncaster, hopefully we done not do a ball job. I mean, it's so many victories in rows. I'm just expecting some of this. So far in this stream here, not lost a single match, undefeated in this stream. Undefeated in the year, but undefeated in this stream. The only team that we lost to so far the only 2 teams we lost to so far is PSG and Spurs. Spurs away. I mean, if we continue this going and just lose like two matches in like what is called 10 matches, or just and we have just lost 1 match and 1 draw, so then we are going to with the league end we are going to at least get 3rd, maybe even fight for the title. Mahrez, Balotelli, I believe as well can play as a right midfielder. It's not his preferred position or whatever, but he still can play in the position. And sadly, it seems like no one has popped into the stream. But oh well. I mean, it's not anything or anything super interesting or whatever. Oh, Balotelli scores again. It's just superb so far when he gets the chance. Doesn't even matter if it's not the first team or starts every match, but he's when he gets the chance, when he gets a start, he scores. And Calvin for once actually in the offensive play there, but it's Emerson with the assist. But oh well. Italians combining, well, I guess Emerson is a Brazilian from the beginning, but still. Kelvin Balotelli! Oh, hits the crossbar there. Very nice. Very good start here. 28 points. We can really put pressure on the other top teams here. Kirshna, Lukaku there. Chaka. Over Burke, I believe it's called there. Right midfielder. Flanagan. It's a lot of known players here. At least 2 players that play for Arsenal before. Flanagan, or my Arsenal, I guess should say. Xhaka, and oh, very good interception here. De Graaf, Mayoral, Borja Mayoral. De Graaf, can he put Sedan out on the other wing? He can. Mahrez with a cross here. Mayoral not really good enough finishing there. So far it will look very deadly, but then we are going to lose the ball, sadly. Over Burke there. I can't say his name either. Weimer, Lukaku, Joran Lukaku, I believe. Krishna. We're good here in the possession. Oh no, now it goes too fast. Oh, great serum there, saved there by Butlam. from Burke's shot. Burke has really done a good match. Oh, Calvin, what are you doing? That was almost, I thought that would be an own goal. It looked suspiciously scary, whatever to say. So Stoke, Davis, yeah, I saw now on Twitter that Stoke would get relegated. The Glick, oh, Balotelli again! Doesn't even matter. I don't understand why Liverpool ever sold him. I guess he was not good enough, but still, it's just super solid here. 2 goals even. I mean, our striker has not been that good, so I'm glad to see someone actually score goals here. One of our strikers. Fingerspetsgefühlt to let Balotelli start. I mean, he has such a high talent as well, man. Really good as a poacher. I had him at Napoli as well. I mean, he was sort of then also at the end of his career, but still was a good substitution now and again to bring in. So 2-0 now, and this has been one of our better matches so far, definitely. The 2 recent ones, Nancy is not that great, but still really solid. The only thing that's not been that great is our wingers here. I mean, I don't know what to say. They've not been terrible, in my opinion, but okay, I guess they've been sort of still pretty invisible or not shown too much in the game here. Biharin is still at Stoke. Doesn't he start at Stoke, or yeah, West Brom? Yeah, I believe they've signed him in real life or whatever, so he's still at Stoke. That's kind of impressive, I guess. Stoke still give their players a lot of money, but it's not like they have Shakir as well is still there. Kennedy also. So insane. Oh, Butland saves as well, again from Oliver Burke there. I feel like Stoke has not been awful here, so they should actually almost at least have a goal here. I will get now I can't remember. Yeah, I will get Remco out here. It's not been as good as it usually is. I mean, I can't expect them to do every match to be man of the match. Would be insane. I mean, he's still a world-class midfielder. So. I mean, Seedorf was a world-class midfielder, and he could be terrible in some Serie A matches in real life, so I mean, can't expect everything, or as long as they're still pretty solid. Oh, Ivanov, Balotelli will score his hat-trick here? No. Did everything right, except the finishing. Oh well. I just wanna see, was 7 or at 5 that Milan match was? No, it's a 6. Okay. And it was against Verona. I mean, wouldn't even surprise me if we lose, or if Milan lose that, because we have been so terrible against bottom team. I believe we did not won any one of the... Oh, Balotelli! hat-trick there, and we did not won any of the freaking matches there against Benvenuto. We lost as well against Verona recent meeting away. So it was like, yes, I don't know really. I feel like Champions League is just done and over. I don't even know if we have, or if Milan have like even a chance for Champions League. I doubt it, really. Hopefully, at least they will secure Europa League place, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like they've been so inconsistent, Milan, sadly. So it's not really that fun to see. Sometimes they play really badly. Oh, City lost against Liverpool. Second loss for them. Now we are second in the table, and Manchester United win again. 11 victories in a row. That's just completely insane. Why is this rearranged? Why? Because of Wrexham Doncaster. Oh, how annoying. I mean, I've just conceded 1 goal from the recent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches. That's insane. I mean, look at this solidness. 1 match or 2 matches we have conceded more than 1 goal. That's just insane. So we might actually be a top team this season, or I don't know. I still feel like I might bottle it in the end, but I would at least be happy to not get 7 for the the 4th season in a row. We have 7 places in a row. It's kind of even impressive that I've been so bad in the league and still managed to be still in the club. It's a little bit like a Wenger. I need a right back here. Cassano might be or Federico Cassano. I mean, not Antonio Cassano. Lawford is still on the 4 stars there. Federico Cassano, 2.5 star, and yeah, it could be a solid choice. I mean, it's basically Nathan Klein there. Could check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, Marcelo is not really playing that much. I don't know with Nacho. I might sell him because he has so much high wages. Even if it's sort of a good backup, or he can play everywhere in the defense, so that's pretty good, but I don't feel like we can have a reserve that cost us 500,000 per month. Marcelo, his contract goes out. I'll probably not renew that if it doesn't decide to go at least. Oh, he's only 33, but still not terrible. I guess it's because he's Brazilian. Yeah, if it doesn't go like under 250, I think we will let him go. Fabregas, I think he will I think he is already, or has, Yeah, I think this is his last season. I think he's going to retire next season. And he is already under 18s coach, so yeah. Balotelli. I don't know. I mean, his wages is not super high still. So I don't know. Musakina Nacho. Tom Davis. I want to lower his contract for sure. It's way too high. It's good, but it's just way too high. Can we please? Okay, at least this is a little bit lower. So now Maris has highest wages instead. 31. Can we lower his wages then? Okay, it's a little, at least a little bit there. So then they have 607,000. So a little bit lower wages, at least. It's at least something. And Nacho, Nacho even wants to renew a contract? He wants to renew a contract. It's like, it's probably not even going to want. Maybe. No, it's still. I don't want a little bit higher, maybe an agent fees here. 360. Use sub. Oh. Okay, very nice. 360,000. That's still a huge wage cut for Nacho though. He had 516 before, so it's still a huge wage cut. Yo Gomez. How long contract does he have? Yes, 4-year contract. I might actually renew it 1 year though, because I still like him and he can play all run in the defense. So Kelvin, not sure about him. Wheelchair. He's still only 30 years old. Kind of president. He's not even that old. Okay, we'll go for the same wages, I guess. Nathan Klein. A little bit too much for Nathan Klein. With a decent backup. I mean, it's still 3 years. I don't want to give him a longer contract. Most of these players, I feel like they have pretty long contracts. So I guess it might be Bartomele, but actually deserve a longer contract. There we go. I guess a little bit higher wages there. But on the other players I might check later on after the season if I want to give them longer contracts, but I'm not sure because yeah, some of the players are a little bit older, so I don't know really. Let's see here, is there then one that's contract is going out next season. Ben Schaaf, decent, but not anything superb, not good enough really. The only one is him, maybe. No, he's really not good enough either for us. So Adeline and Reese Nelson as well there. Joe Evans. I can't even understand why still he's not been able to sell him. He cost so much in wages as well, and was really a bad buy there. And then we have Societa, was also sort of a not a great. I mean, they were not expensive, but still a kind of unnecessary to have players just like 200,000. That isn't even that isn't even in the first team. All the wages sort of stack up if it isn't anyone that's just going to be just a super talent that isn't good enough for Premier League or whatever, but will soon be that. So yeah, no, Jay Wilson is injured. Would be fun to see him playing the Carabao Cup there. It's probably not going to happen. Okay. Huddersfield. Oh, we are not even going to play the Doncaster game. Okay, yes, we'll play the Huddersfield game then first. Let's see here. Oh, great. Now we have about 500,000 almost in wages. Let's see, how many matches is it in Maris? Lowered his wages as well, and then Wiltshire signed for some more years there. 600,000 now in wages, so that's pretty good. Mosakin, I might sell him though. It's too expensive to just be a backup. And we have Alex Thomas. It probably says still that Mosakin is better, but no, it just says actually that Alex Thomas is better. Mosakin is definitely better, but Alex Thomas is younger, so sort of mixed there. I'm sorry. But of course it pops up the loading screen now. Probably a lot of matches as well, but none of them are really done superb so far. Here. What? Asensio? No, Chelsea. I have the pick on Asensio. He even likes Arsenal. Even as Arsenal has favorite clubs. So he definitely should go to us if someone, even if it's probably going to cost like 1 million a year at least, or per month at least. I don't need more staff. Wenger, stop. Can't you just sign some useful players instead? Okay, what is it now? Milinkovic. Barcelona. Really disappointing. Now when we actually are really good, then okay, 5 points still away from Manchester United, but I mean they have still 11 victories in a row. That's just insane. Cotrone injured. That's nice to see. I might play then up to Doncaster, so 4 matches more, or at least the Milan game there, to see a secure further qualification. Oh, really? The graph? Why? Why? I don't want to lose you. You need regular football, yeah. You're not going to get that, dear. It's too many superstars. I want us to just be our one and only superstar. I think he might be our only, really. Of course, we have brilliant players, but Musakin, I guess, maybe. No, it only says leading. It's not say world class. Alex Thomas. What does it say about him? Does it say that he's world class? The graph, it doesn't say that either. Kind of weird. Bold. Okay, I don't understand this because he almost has 5 stars, so he should be world class then. But oh well. Do whatever you like, game. Who else here? I guess Jill Bartimele is as well a world class player, but elsewhere we don't really have, or almost, I don't. Remco might be our only world class player, so yeah, I don't want to lose you. If Barcelona wants you, 100 million, no deal. I mean, his value is 55, so I feel like 100 million. It's still on the low side, probably. It probably should be 110 million, double the value at least. But we're probably not going to, or he's probably going to get into fighting. Just, I want to leave for Barcelona, and then we're going to sell him for like 50 million just because we can't sell them for higher. That's because that is Football Manager for you. That you can't never sell them for the price you want, or the price that they actually should be valued in real life. I'm so frustrated about it. And yes, I understand here sometimes that you have to pay really high wages and what it is in real life, but I never been able to get, even for Bellerin, that gets that PSG was after, and did it get like 30 million or whatever. Here our highest, Pezzola 18, that was nothing, and Sanchez 68. I mean, okay, it's still pretty little. I feel like I was happy to get the money, but still, I was expecting like 75. I don't know what Arsenal sold them for in real life, but yeah, it should have been a lot still. But it was the Manchester United, but still. Elsewhere, 18, yeah, nothing. I think Bellerin 26. It was even lower than I remember. Thunder Barrier 60. Okay, I guess that was decent, but still, now it's worth 71. So still feel like it's a low leveled price for such a good 6-1. Well, this is going to be fun. Manchester United are even more like are even better than Juventus has been in recent season, or even as I played. I believe it was on the last Football Manager or if it was 2016, I played a series with Napoli, and there I had Juventus to conquer, and they won basically every league or every season, and we have no chance. Even how good player we got, even if we had world-class player, we were never able to win the league because they were so freaking dominant. Okay, Manchester United won last season. I might actually check here. Okay, you need 90 probably. Or 87, probably 90. 98. Oh, that's insane. 2 losses, I mean. Okay, and how many? 3 losses. 3 losses at Manchester United last season, so we have to keep not losing points. That's basically the thing if we are. And I guess the reason is also because Premier League is really good here on the. It's actually the top league, and I guess it's kind of not surprising because all the English team has gone pretty good, I believe. Tottenham was with us in semi-final. Might check here who was in the Champions League. Okay, PSG won a little bit. Surprising maybe, but still, yeah, 2 teams here in semi-final. I wonder if it wasn't more. No, okay, only 2 teams was in semi-final, so yeah, not surprising or anything there. Then why Premier League is so good ranked. Okay, and the next match is Milan, so I'm probably going to get Balotelli, and we have all these players injured here, so probably rest some of those. Get Ivanov, yeah, that might be great. And the click. Jay Wilson is still injured, sadly. Now we could get Nacho game though, and Joe Gomez on the bench. Kelvin needs to show for me that's actually good enough a player and can actually score some goals and such. Mar is on the bench because he can play all around there. Wilshere, Ramsey on the bench. Who will take the last spot? Milinkovic. Barcelona wants him as well. I said 90 million for him. Emerson on the bench because he's done pretty good still. If we keep this running, we're definitely still going to be a top team. Just don't know how to stop Manchester United, really. I'm probably going to play the Milan game there. It's sort of disappointing. One draw and 1 loss in the league, and still we're not top. I feel like you should be top if you have that sort of record. It shouldn't be like, it's a little bit like, what is they call the Remco. I might actually, the graph I might get out actually. I don't know why I decided to start with him. It seems insane because he's like the best player in the team basically. So Nacho and Ramsey has not played that much. Hopefully they will be happy to play there. I mean, Nacho has not even complained. He's all okay to be a rotation player, so I really like that for sure. Huddersfield won against Man City. It was 2. rounds ago in the league, or 2 matches ago in the league, so they might still put on a decent fight here actually. I mean, if they can win against Manchester City, even if Manchester City struggle down a little bit there, then now they can win against us for sure as well. Will we just that's this question? Will we just concede one? I don't like this. Okay, I saw actually that it's still not too many injuries. Some of the players are still going to get back pretty early on, or like who was it now? Alex Thomas and Mosakin probably going to get back, but it's still really annoying to get all the same possessions injuries in. Eventually we're not going to have anyone that we're going to like need to play Balotelli on the left, or like I played before that hasn't worked. I could Mayoral or maybe Ramsey can do this. Balotelli, what a miss. How can you be so clinical in the last match and now you miss? Just worst miss ever. Roberts with corner here. Coquelin. Kelvin scores! Finally. I have been a little bit complaining about him, but finally he does something memorable. That was a great effort by Kelvin. Great shot there. He turned around and score and put it right at the top of the goal there. I almost feel like I want to play this as well, not live over there, because all this setup and such. So I almost feel like I just want to play this because we are so great. It seems like we are unstoppable, so it seems almost stupid to just stop playing just when you are this good, just not losing any single match. Should just play through all the season today, just because I know, but I have the Leluja shirt, but yeah, I know Kev usually says the curse of saving the game and ended it, and sort of like that sometimes when you come back to the game, you don't know what you did good and you sort of lose matches from nowhere. It's happened before to me as well. Ramsey. Why did we play with Lungo? I mean, he's a first team and that makes no sense really. Why I started with him. Coquelin. Mares. Ooh. I mean, I wonder how many clean sheets Butland, and he must have like 6 clean sheets or something. Because it's like 5 matches in a row in the league where we haven't conceded any goal. So that's just truly insane. Carl Jenkins. Huh. Get his 2nd match of the season. Fun for him. Former Arsenal player. I mean, he's not terrible. They don't have a terrible team, so I can understand that they were pretty good there or won against Manchester City. Ramsey. Yeah, I thought why not actually get Natchez and Ramsey playing here, since they both are has not played that much recently, so it's probably for the best to give them or get their match fitness up. I mean, it could be worse. It could be like 3 months or something like that. So So happy to see you, Calvin, actually doing a good match here. No wonder, did I have United already? Yeah. Or? Yeah, they have. Or have they? 31 points. Still not good enough to City draw again. At least I am 5 points before Chelsea on third place, so we might even get like second spot this season, and that would definitely be a huge improvement from the season before that, where we when we 7 places in a row. I still can't understand why I did not get sacked. I think I was just very lucky, and I think the main reason was that I in the end won Europa League and won the title. If I wouldn't have won Europa League, I probably would have gotten sacked, because then we wouldn't have either reach Champions League. So yeah, that was just the main reason why I did not get sacked. And Mosakin is back now, very nice. Remco from the start. Tom Davis, his works pretty good as a regista actually, so that's nice to see. Butland, 2 goals, 2 goals conceded. I mean, he didn't play that much last or season. Yeah, he played mostly just in Europa League and such. 5 clean sheets so far, only 2 conceded, so really solid. Mosakin, who won? Chelsea wants Mosakin. Yeah, 100 million. I would, or 102 million. Then I would sell him. I would maybe even sell him for higher, 108 million, 110 million, just because it is Chelsea, a rival. Joe Gomez. The morale is looking pretty good as well. Cotrone is back. Mosakin, not sure if he's fit enough to start here. Milinkovic. I think we will just go forward. See. We are still top of the group, aren't we? Oh, I can't find us, of course, here. Yes, we are still top of the group. What a great match to end off as well against my favorite team. And I also always like to save right before the 12th. That's my weird habit, just because 13, ooh, it's scary. I don't know. Always thought that I would get some bad luck if I save on the 13th. So even when I played the 13th match in the league, I I played 2 matches and then save. Just so weird. I'm weird, I know. The click. Or no, I think we'll go with that. The notch on the bench. Mosakin needs fitness, so why not? Patrick Roberts. Mahrez. wheelchair. Chris, man, I want him to still do good, but I might loan him out in the transfer window because sadly it's not been that great as I hoped he would be. Ramsey, Calvin did the yeah, might actually get him a start here now. Coquelin, or what do we have left? We have probably a defense midfielder or a striker. Borja Mayoral, he needs to get some form as well. It's not a bad bench either, really. Luchy, Walter Luchy. I mean, was he going to be a golden ball? Is this the tops? I don't really understand. Is this the top scorer or whatever? It might be that. Is that? Chris Manning actually won last season, so this was pretty cool. I don't know what that is. It might just be that the top scorer of all these leagues, and it's like confident of beating Arsenal. Well, we have not freaking conceded any goal recent freaking, what is it, 6 matches. And we did not even concede goals against you, so Pep, you can be how freaking confident you want. I will still win this match, or at least draw this match. Talk about sounding confident and just going down. Feel like I don't know. It would be great if we win against Milan, but it's still away. But so far, I guess it might just be that I cracked the code, and you should just play the same formation all the time, and just sort of the only difference to really do is to have slightly different, a slightly different mentality and and instructions. So it might just be that is just the main thing, just because so far we are winning matches. We might not, as you can see there, we might. I want to see how many victories in a row we have won 1-0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where I know that was 2-1, but just with one goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches here with, especially in the league as well. So we've been a little bit lucky, after all. Oh, how old team. They don't have any single region. They're just like, nope. Pep is like, nope, I will not use my regions. Even, I mean, this player is just superb. They would just, it's just a wonder kid, you know, really. But still, Pep is like, nope, I don't care if we have a talented player. We'll still play with the oldest players that's possible to play with. I mean, Andrew Roberts is just so weird that he is even in the team, and Guidetti is so strange. Some of this. Okay. Hopefully good match, and or if we get the draw, I'm pretty sure that we then are through to the knockout rounds. So, but yeah, we will see. I mean, not take it out before anything is done. Still be a tough match. The Graf, wants to shoot and score every single time. He has a great long shot, but sometimes it is in Football Manager a little bit frustrating, even if you know that the play like the Graf, he can shoot great long shot, but it's like, do you really have to shoot all the time? Sometimes you really don't have. You're not going to score from there, basically. Okay, not sure. Gomez is sadly a little bit injured, just a small injury, but I don't want to risk it. The Graf, Mosakin scores! Can't be fun with for Milan. They've dealt with Mosakin in where I guess he did not play that much in Juventus. I don't know really if he got ever a chance. I might just check him here. How many matches he really played for? Great comeback here, but he never played a single match. That's sad. I guess it's typical Juventus as well, sometimes. Or typical Italian teams just waste a talent and never give him a chance. It was really good in Udinese there though. But yeah, I guess it was really a problem for Milan then when they played against Udinese. 1-0 so far, and on 35 minutes Robertson, Caprisi, ooh, and Guidetti scores there. Oh, offside, yeah, I saw that. I definitely saw that. No, I'm not good with offside and all. So 13 points, it seems. It would be better if Milan lost, but I mean their team is sort of weirdly built. I don't understand Mustache, but it's a lot of players that I don't even know who it is, and it's still real players. I mean this player, Shatov, is he really good enough for Milan? He's always played in freaking Russia. I don't understand really how their team is built really. Oh, now I can't really see here. Escobar, he's just, I believe it's Argentinian. Not bad for saying, but I never heard of him really. So it's just so strange. There's so many players that I've never really heard of, and I mean, Guidetti is not bad, but really, see, player for Milan. Is it going so bad? Guess the Milan have had some players like Bornera. That's not been great, but still, I don't understand this. Sometimes Rodrigo. I mean, it's not a single player really. I guess expect Donnarumma and Mustachi. That's the only players. I mean, even Andrew Roberts is just bizarre because he was a backup at Liverpool, and now it like starts here. What should we do? Cotrone will get out, and we get Baltelin. I was just expecting. I should have not even played with Cotrone there, because it's always like that. The player that plays against his former team never does a good match. I mean, I'm still impressed if we don't concede any goal here in this match. We're solid again. It's sort of disappointing when we lost against Tottenham. Else we would have the chance to be invincible, at least in the league. And Moussa Keane scores again from Patrick Roberts here. So very nice. Moussa Keane definitely takes the chance and show off his skills here. So, no, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I have made some transfers before with Juventus, so yeah, if they pay up the money, sure, Moussa Keane can still be sold, because I know Moussa Keane is not bad, but I rather want actually to give Alex Thomas, and we have a lot of left wingers, as I said before, that's actually real talented and are basically almost waiting on the chance to actually start. So, oh, Balotelli scores again, and it's Tom Davies with assist as well. So 3-0. It was a little bit funny that Guardiola was just, I'm going to win this, and then just no, we 3-0. And this match has been opposite to all of the other matches recently. We've been really effective. Only 7 shots or 8 shots now, but 4 shots on target, 3 goals. That's really, really good. And winning away against Milan with 3-0. And if this was 2 matches, it would have been 5-0. Or like a knockout stage or whatever. But I guess it's just bizarre. Somewhat the signings. Boga. I mean, really, we could look at the whole team. I mean, yeah, I have some regions and all. It makes sense. But they have just players that no one have heard of. They're still like real players that just had come from nowhere. I might check it again just for what kind of team they have, because it would be interesting. I don't know, I might play through a little bit off screen. I guess I would see if I feel like it or not. So let's see here. Okay, Donnarumma, we know of him. Vedmir, I have heard of him, but still, I mean, it's not like he's a good enough player from Milan. It's even if I don't like Rodriguez, even a step down to Rodriguez on the right there. Mustache, of course, he's good. Mere, I believe he's Köln. He's decent at least. He's a youngster, so I sort of can, but it's still not great aerial. He's great defense, but not pace either, so I still don't understand that signing. Andrew Roberts for 14.5 million. Then yeah, that was really worth it. Escobar, he's weirdly played 5 seasons so far, and over 180 matches or something from Milan. From Stuttgart there, I guess it's been solid, but nothing superb. I guess he's a good defensive midfielder, so I guess I don't mind him, but still just strange. Caprese, he might actually be talented youngster, but still kind of weird. Juventus signed him, and then Milan signed him, and then he's really not shown too much either. He's kind of great passer and such. Friller, Bordeaux for free. I mean, this player, he's pretty talented, but still weird that Milan is even playing with a winger. He's talented and all, but still just strange. And then we had that Russian guy, and then we Guidetti. Pilazzari is nice to see. At least the goalkeepers there is something. At least they're done right. Boga, 40 million. Was that really worth it as well? I mean, sure he's decent, but not like Milan class. And Kalinic, that's the worst thing. Kalinic is still in Milan. They have two Scottish players as well. Stuart Armstrong. Oh, this team is so bizarre. I guess he's sort of decent. They have good regions though, but the other players, they're real not superb. So we have qualified for next knockout round. The graph is again player of the match. I'm probably going to just like usual rest all the players that started the match or whatever. Our problem was just not the long-term injuries. I'm happy about that, at least for Joe Gomez there. So yeah, I might though play this too off screen. I don't know. This is a Carabao Cup. We will see how many matches in a row we will go undefeated and not concede a single goal. This is just insane so far, so I don't really know what to say. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good tea and a good coffee day, and I see you soon again. So bye. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and I see you soon again. So bye.